Close on the heels of a string of writers handing over their literary award, theatre artist Krishna on Monday returned her Sangeet Natak Academy Award to protest against the Dadri lynching and the overall rising intolerance in the country. In a letter addressed to Helen Acharya, the secretary of the Sangeet Natak Academy, Rao even expressed her disappointment. Rao spoke to Ananias about her anguish.
I think it's inevitable. ये तो होना ही था. On a daily basis, I think very important individual freedoms are being questioned. I wish they were being debated. They're not being debated, they're being attacked. And the peculiarity and the reason I think why the Dadri lynching incident has taken so much public attention is in the way that a bunch of goons just go into somebody's private space and literally take the food out of his mouth and kill him. Everything has now come under attack over the last few days, whether it is about what you speak, what faith you follow, what you eat. And as a woman, I'll even say what I wear and how I think and where I go to. Everything is coming under attack. Every aspect of the individual, somehow there is a concerted move to define who is an Indian citizen according to one way of thinking that seems to be pre-designed. And we live in a country where this kind of diversity is, that's what we've celebrated all along. And for the last few months now, there is a move to define who makes a good Indian and who not. And that if you're not a so-called good Indian, you can get attacked. This is on one side. There is no kind of assurance coming from the government that the individual's right and all the aspects that I mentioned will be protected. No single leader of the government has said that that family in Dadri will be protected. It's not enough to say that we must pay heed to the president's words. You have to come out and actually protect, using state machinery to protect people's rights. And that's not happening. Dadri has become a kind of flashpoint. But for the authors, Calbourgi was the flashpoint, and I am totally with it. I think in a certain way, whether it's Calbourgi or whether it is that the old man in Dadri or myself or you, the fact is that we all share something which is a fundamental right. And somewhere, Calbourgi as an author, he's walking, taking a morning walk, and he gets shot. There can't be a worse blow. But of course, authors have come around for the reason that an institution like the Sahitya Academy did not rise to the occasion and condemn it. And to go beyond, the government didn't condemn it. I don't think violence has to be answered by violence, which is why authors, scholars, artists, we have our own instruments. People are asking us, why are you returning an award given to you by an institution that's autonomous, that doesn't come under government purview? To which my answer is, yes, the cultural bodies need to be autonomous. They are completely government funded and government supported as institutions in particularly ex-colonies like ours where culture needs to be promoted. This is my instrument. If my work was not, it didn't get recognized because, only because a government body or a government supported body decided to recognize me. My work was recognized by people. I think a whole lot of what are usually called non-state actors, they are being given a free rein. They are violent. They are goons. They are being given a free rein कि जहाँ मर्जी आप जाइए, दंगा फसाद शुरू कीजिए या दंगा फसाद ही नहीं, like I said in Dadri, go into someone's homes. The point is that the government is not reining them in. The government is not even making statements condemning these kind of actions. The government, on the other hand, is promoting them. There are a whole lot of people wearing all kinds of robes, making statements about your and my private life. This is the first time in independent India something like this has happened, where on a daily basis, at least for the last 3 or 4 days, the front page is being taken up by scholars and writers and artists. And every day, the number is rising. I think now it's gone up to something like 26. I don't think it's going to stop. And this has not happened in independent India. And it's already become like a kind of movement. It's a very unusual movement that individual artists did not come together and say, ki hum 10-20 log, let us together return our award.
Rao is the first artist to return her award. Till now, there has been a growing chorus of protest in the literary community.
Powered by NNIS.